Hi. And yeah, I'm not starting this video with my intro, which is the usual for what I do for these. Um, and I'm sorry if I sound a little off in terms of my voice. I'm still a little bit sick. I've been sick for the past. Whoa, that was not on purpose. For the past few days. Um, and so everything's still a little plugged up, so that's why my voice sounds weird if that's the case. And yeah. Anyway. The reason I'm not starting with my intro today is because I need to just make sure that people take this video a little bit more seriously. And I'm not saying that they shouldn't when I use my intro, but when I use that intro, it indicates the presence of a character. And as much as that character is supposed to reflect who I am, I don't want to leave the room to to kind of suspect otherwise, that this isn't somehow sincere. So we're going to just get straight into what I want to talk about. And that's that this channel needs to go through some pretty major changes, and I think for the better, and I hope for the better of the channel as well as my content. Now, when I started this channel about a year and a half ago, back in June of 2016, I believe is what it was. No. Yeah, that's right. June of 2016. I had come here with the intention of doing something that was more of a project to explore myself. And it starts from that. It starts from a place where it was centered around myself, and I don't think that's a bad thing. But it was meant to kind of experiment with my ability to like express myself, to look at different things outside of what I was doing. I was a science student before I started this, and I'm going to go back to that. But I wanted to take the time to do this, and hopefully to continue it while I go back, depending on how my time works out, depending on how I figure out how to manage this channel. Now, when I did that, it was an exciting experience. It was great to do this. I enjoyed playing Dark Souls, and I started off the channel by doing daily videos that were about 40 minutes. And at that point, I decided to change it last year to two 20-minute episodes, so I still post the same amount of content. But it would be somewhat more diluted, not diluted, so it'd be somewhat more spread out so that people would be able to watch it in chunks rather than having to open a 40-minute video and seeing that as more just a larger thing to go through and ignore the dog in the background. He's just wandering around. He does that sometimes. But yeah, the thing about all that is that I did that for a little over a year now, was the 2 videos a day, and that was a lot, but I managed to do it. But things have gotten busier, I've gained more responsibilities, and that's not really possible anymore. And this is a hard decision to come to, but there's a few different reasons why I have to come to it. And don't worry, it's not, the channel's not shutting down, but here's the thing. This has been probably the hardest year of my entire life. And I don't say that lightly. And it's not all for bad reasons or for all good reasons. There's a mix of the two. Some very unfortunate things happened this year, mostly me losing one of my closest friends and one of the greatest contributors to this channel, who unfortunately died earlier this year. He was the one who made all the art for the channel. He contributed to a few of the Let's Plays, and losing him was very, very difficult, and it's still difficult. But that whole series of events kind of inspired me to go really hard with this channel, and that's because it wasn't only something I wanted to do, but it was something he wanted to do. And that was something that was just so important to me, that it was something that he had left kind of for me to do, and that doesn't make sense in the end, because as much as it was important to him, as much as he wanted me to do this almost more than I wanted to do this, I can't do it for him in the sense that it can't be his channel, it has to be my channel. And that has always been the case. I've never gone places where he would have wanted me to go, because he hated things like intros and consistency in videos. He would like a little bit more humor, and more of his type of humor, which is fine. We just had all those kinds of discussions and stuff. But he loved this channel and loved working for it, loved working on it. And that's something I'll always be thankful for, and something that will motivate me to continue to carry this channel forward. But the fact of the matter is that since then, things have changed also for the better. I've moved out of where I was before, which was actually my parents' place. Whoops. No, not whoops. But it was just where I needed to be at the time. And now that I finally moved out, and I'm enjoying living with other people, but still like living out on my own, paying my own rent and stuff like that, things have just gotten busier, both in terms of what I need to do and in terms of everything else. And since that started happening, the 2-video format has just been too much. Even before then, it was too much, and I just didn't want to admit it, because I wanted to push that out, because I thought that it was going to help my channel to grow faster by having more videos out. And there's truth to that, because of the way the YouTube algorithm works. It does, in fact, prioritize quantity over quality, unfortunately. But that's not the system that I want to work under. Just because the YouTube algorithm works under those variables doesn't mean that I should. And that's because I shouldn't be going through this with the expectation that I am going to be successful, not because I won't be. In fact, I mean, I don't suspect I will be, but that's beside the point. I can't expect that I will be. If I do, then I end up putting way more on this channel than I can put. But if it ever is successful and I could take this on as a full-time job, I would for a while. That is definitely something I would do, because this is fun. And it would become that kind of responsibility because of what I would have built. But that's not something I expect to happen. Nonetheless, I need to build the channel that I want to build. And that's where it's kind of become too much in terms of the 2 videos. It's become very stressful for me to do it. And unfortunately, when I get stressed, I start procrastinating. So that's, as much as I've had just enough time to do that, I haven't been able to do it. And just because of that, because the stress has been getting to me in ways that perhaps it shouldn't be, and that I shouldn't be letting it, but nonetheless, I need to deal with the fact that that's what's happening. And yeah, honestly, that's that's a big part of it. But also, the feeling of what's going on right now is that I'm just pushing out videos. Like, I'm just pushing out a video to get out the 2 videos a day, and that's not the way I want it to be. What are you doing? I want to enjoy making this content, and I am enjoying making the content, but I'm not enjoying uploading it because it's just so much stress around that. So what I've decided to do is, first of all, okay, good, he's just making sure he's not eating my cover for my blanket, because he does that. Yeah, I'm just want to be sure that everything is going to be what I want it to be, and that's that I need to start focusing more on quality rather than quantity. So I'm switching things up, because although some of my videos have been about as high quality as I'm going to be putting them out, because I don't have a great laptop, I can't record videos super high quality for gameplay, and that's just the way it is right now. I'm hoping that's going to change in the next year, but we'll see what happens. But the fact of the matter is, I just have to keep on checking on him, but the fact of the matter is that it just is not working the way it is right now, because I'm not focusing on that quality. I've had times where I've just not cleaned the audio in a video because I've needed to post it, and that is going to be very noticeable to some of you. It's not that noticeable to me, because although it will be as I get more and more into this and I hear those differences, but it's just not that noticeable to me. But the fact of the matter is that's not fair to the people who do notice it, and the people who do enjoy content that has that should be as clean as I can possibly make it, and as interesting as I can possibly make it. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm not doing that right now. I just feel like I'm just pushing out videos, and I can't focus on the content I want to focus on. And that includes tips, gaming philosophy, tips analysis. Those videos I want to be able to put focus into, really edit them, really make tips analysis tips rather gaming philosophy videos, because those are the ones that require me to do heavy editing. Tips analysis was more of a way of me bringing that structure in without requiring me to make a really in-depth editing process that I need to get used to, because I'm not used to it. I'm new to editing. I'm still new to these things. And yes, I've been doing them for several months, and I know, and I have a steady process for doing Let's Plays and for editing certain things in and stuff like that, but it's still new to me, and I still need to experiment with it, and I don't have the time for that. So that's why, as of today, and don't worry, this video doesn't count for this, but as of today, I'm switching back to a 1 video a day structure. And it's going to be 1 video a day with the current length. So 20-minute videos, 1 a day. Mostly 20-minute videos. Some Let's Plays will require 40-minute to hour-long videos. But that's going to be dependent on the Let's Play rather than the number of videos I'm posting. So, yeah, we're going to be switching that. So the way this is going to work is what it means in terms of that, because the reason I wanted to post as much as I did was so that I didn't spend tons of time on a single Let's Play, so it wasn't on the channel for like months and months, and unfortunately that's just gonna have to happen. And that was my fault in terms of that. I shouldn't be rushing to content just because I don't want to play more games on the channel. I want to share so much with you guys, and I want to move that forward as fast as possible, but also you aren't watching it, and that's okay. I get it. I'm posting tons of content, and it's not all the quality or the thing you want. I think doing this in lower doses as I learn is probably a better way of doing it. And then if I ever do see the channel grow to a large extent, I can start doing 2 videos a day again, except I'll be able to dedicate the time to it. But for now, it needs to be 1 video a day. And what I'm going to do for that is... So I'm going to be splitting things up in a pretty simple way. It's going to be similar to the way it is where I have 1 major Let's Play, 1 sort of semi-major Let's Play, and a minor Let's Play. So the way it's going to work is I'm going to be splitting those across 6 days. So the major Let's Play is going to be getting 3 days. I think I decided on Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday for that. Then I'm going to have... the minor Let's Play, which will take up Saturday and Tuesday. Yeah, that makes sense. And then the minor Let's Play, which will be 1 episode a week, and will probably vary between lots of different series that I currently have like backlogs for, which is not a bad thing, will be Fridays. And that's going to be kind of the focus. And of course, Wednesdays will be my discussion video or tips analysis, depending on what I have out that week. But I'm hoping that this change, since I'm having the number of videos, I'm having the amount of time I need to edit things, I'm having the amount of time I need to record every week, just to make sure I get enough videos out. It means that I'll be able to focus more on the things that I want to focus on, like tips, analysis, getting that out every week. And actually getting more tips, gaming philosophy out, because those videos are something that really matter to me a lot. And if they don't to you, that's fine. That's why I post all the other content, is because I know that as far as my channel's concerned right now, it is a Let's Play channel, and that's okay. That was the whole point of starting it that way. But I want to bring other things into that light, because there are other things that I'm interested in as well when it comes to making this content. And so that's where I'm going with this. That's where we're going to start seeing the changes. And I'm also hoping that by doing this, it's just going to sort of allow it to be more obvious that that's the kind of content that exists, and that the dog is going to lift this up. Nobody. And I had to stop him from doing that in a second, so I'm going to wrap this up. But I'm hoping that that's going to allow those discussion videos, those philosophy videos, to be more noticeable, because right now there's 14 episodes, and then 1 episode of those, and it doesn't make it obvious that that content even exists on the channel. So that's where my focus needs to be, is making sure that that content becomes more of a thing for this channel. something that actually exists on the grander scheme. And those are the videos that tend to do better, which is a good thing, because those are the videos that I want to do better. Not because I don't like the Let's Plays, but because they're the ones I expect to do better, and because I love discussing things. And that's the thing, is that this year and a half has led to that discovery for me, that I do enjoy sharing these things, that I do enjoy doing these things, that I enjoy having creative outlets. Because it's not just this, it's also I blog a lot on Zelda Amino for theories and stuff, just to have fun with it, to share those ideas, see what people think of them in the fan community, and I'm having fun with that too. But it's just the focus on the channel needs to change, and I can't reserve the same kind of time slots that I can for that as for the channel, because I can use times when I'm in transit, for instance, to work on those things, but I can't do that for the channel very much. So, yeah, I mean, that's the direction we're going to go in. And I'm hoping that it's going to make the quality of the content better. I'm hoping it's going to bring in more people, because it's just going to be overall, it's going to make it look more like I'm not focusing on just pushing out content. And I'm going to prevent him from doing any more damage to the cover, because he's already gotten a hole in it. He's just going to nibble on my hand because I grabbed his collar. Nobody. Yeah. So that's where the focus needs to be. It just needs to be where it needs to be more on giving out the videos that I want to give out, more about the quality of the videos being better than about me putting out set number of videos a week. But 7 videos a week I can do. I can do that, and I can do it consistently, and I'm hoping that I won't ever fall off that schedule. It's possible that I might occasionally, but I'm hoping it'll be less than this, because it'll just be overall far less stressful experience, and I'll be able to give out the quality videos that I want to. And yeah, that's the big thing. So hopefully in the next few weeks, hopefully for Christmas, I may just make an exception that we can make and switch the Monday and Wednesday slot for Christmas, and just release my tips, gaming philosophy then, depending on what I can do with this time, because I need to get that video done. But not having 2 videos a day is going to really make that difference. I think I can actually get it done for Christmas if I do it that way. So I hope that you're all okay with the changes here. If you're not, let me know. Let me know what you would like to see change in this channel, because that's kind of the point of this. I haven't had a ton of feedback, so I've been using the numbers to kind of indicate what I should be doing. And that's kind of important, is that's part of sorry. And that's kind of part of the whole thing, is just making sure that I have to have some way of indicating what I need to do with this channel. And part of this, as much as it is my project for myself, it is also supposed to be enjoyable to people who want to come here and watch these videos. And that's to you, the subscribers who are here, and hopefully new subscribers who are here. So that's gonna be what I'm gonna do. Anyway, this ended up being way longer than I meant it to be. I am pretty much gonna post this video straight to YouTube, because I want to leave this as unedited as possible. Weird dog stuff in the background and everything. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope that none of this sounds like it's insincere. I hope none of this sounds like I'm trying to make excuses for the way things have been. I'm not. I make commitments, and I haven't been holding to them, which is why I need to change the structure of what I'm trying to do, because I need to hold those commitments both for my credibility, my sanity in a sense, and so that I can put out the content that you all want to see from me, from what you've seen from me, and from what you're going to see from me. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and remember to keep positive.